to shut the power off to do something.
Okay.
But yeah, I just wanted to let you know I was out
One.
in public this time. So, but I was thinking today, I don't really have any questions about any math. I did, so the test I was taking, I passed it, so that's good. Or like the test that my aunt had given me, it wasn't the ASVAB or anything. It was just like a little practice math test, and I passed it for fractions. So I was thinking today we could maybe work on some math and then also like word knowledge because word knowledge is a big part of the
Okay,
test.
because your grandma was telling me something like you're both needed math. But okay. All right. 1 second. Okay, we can how about we do this? So right now I have math test up here. So let's try this one first and then
Okay.
we can do a mixture of it. So it's not an issue at all.
Yeah.
16.
I mean, we can even yeah.
Okay, what did you want to do?
Let's do math. Yeah, that's good.
Okay, all right. Let's do this now. See what we got here. So let me look. So right here. All right, just read. I mean, how's it doing that? Oh, it's not giving me answer. Or it's something else going down. All right, so the first question is up there. Statements about trapezoids is true. Can you see the
Okay.
screen? Can you
I
see it?
can. Yeah. Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. I just wanted to make absolutely sure.
All right. Gosh, it's gonna be hard because I don't even know what a trapezoid looks like.
I'll tell you what, you can use notes or a book and just look it up if you want to, just to give you some type of guidance.
Let me look it up. Let me look up what it looks like real quick. Okay, so it's like a so it kind of looks like an anvil. All right. Um, at least which of the following statements about trapezoid is true? At least two angles in the trapezoid must equal each other. Yes. I mean, I'm just gonna the perimeter of a trapezoid is equal to B. A trapezoid can have four angles which are not equal to one another. That's not true. Trapezoid will always have a right angle. I'm gonna say it's A. It's probably wrong, but
Okay, it won't tell you till the end.
I got
So
you. Two parallel. Is this all geometry? Two parallel lines are intersected.
mixture.
Two parallel lines are intersected by a third line, what, which is perpendicular to the first parallel line. The value of another angle made by the intersecting line is parallel is parallel is sideways, right?
It goes like this.
Yeah, sideways. So two lines are sideways. It's intersected by a third line, which is perpendicular, so straight up and down to the first parallel line. Um, I'm gonna go with 90 degrees. Doesn't make any sense to me, but go with it. What is the area of a circle with a radius of 5 meters? Use pi for 100. Is it C?
C is in cat, right?
C as in cat, yes, sir.
All right.
Given that X equals Y equals 4. What is the value of 4? Hit 4 point. Okay. Gosh. Um, I'm gonna go with D.
There we go. Now it showed that one. So for some reason it's showing that one, but not the other one. I don't know why. But we can go through them. All right, let's see. So this one right here, for this one, the value of the squared is 0.25. As a result, 4x to the second is equal to 1. This means the equation simplifies to 1% parenthesis 2y plus 2 parenthesis. Since y has a value of 4, if we substitute solve, we find the answer is 10. So it's about substituting the right number in for that to get that number.
Okay.
All right, let's try the next one here.
You're gonna start. I don't even know where to begin to solve this. So.
Okay, hold it. Okay, so the thing is just take a guess, and if it's wrong, then it'll give you an explanation.
All right. Well, my guess would be C then.
All right, for some reason that one went to the next one. We'll go through them all, trust me. We'll go through them all. So some of this stuff you probably haven't seen before, but it is on the test.
Gotcha. We were told that one. What is a parallelogram?
Okay. Parallelogram is almost two half triangles.
So it's like a rhombus.
Yeah, a little bit. It almost looks like a kite or a baseball diamond. Like first, second, third, and fourth base.
Okay. So it's like a sideways diamond.
Yes.
All right. We were told that 54. Okay. Reads. Means that.
In fact, what I'll do is I'm going to send some of this stuff to your phone, the screenshots and stuff like that.
Okay. Thank you.
Just to confirm, what is your number so I know what it is?
It's 615-987-2453.
Okay, okay, I got it. And I'll also send it via email. Any stuff that you have questions on will be text to your phone and also sent to your email so that you're not trying to remember this stuff off the top of your head.
I gotcha. Thank you. I'm gonna go with C.
Did you say
26.
C?
C, yes, sir. Yep.
Yes. All right. Nope. So down below here, it says a parallelogram has two sets of angles that are equal to one another. This means if one angle is 54 degrees at each other angle is the opposite, must equal 54 degrees. The other two angles are each 126 degrees because two angles next to each other in the parallel are supplementary angles, adding up to 180 degrees. So you have to be familiar with what the angles are on this. Some of them are tricky. Just give me 1 second. I'm sending something to your email here. And let me turn this down. It's a little loud. All right. All right. Try this one.
Calculate the area of a cylinder with the base of 3. Base is 3 feet. My other. Is it B?
Let's try it.
Why does it do that?
There's So sometimes what's going to happen is you make it a repeated problem, so it reminds you what that problem is, especially if you got it wrong.
I can't remember if I got this, if it even told me if I did this one right or not.
So you picked 4 square over 2, I believe that's what that is.
Yeah, that's what I picked the first time.
So you're more than welcome to keep your answer or try to find it out another way.
I need to learn the formula for area. Apparently. Is
Okay,
area 3.14?
that's the pi. Pi 3.14.
So what's the area of a circle? Or what's the,
1
what
minute.
is,
1 minute.
no worries.
Okay, so area equals pi radius 2 is what it basically is.
Okay.
If you want me to, I can show you a video of it, of what you need to do.
Um, yeah, that would be great.
All right. Come on. Here we go. Try this one.
Smile and learn.
Can you hear that video?
Yes, sir, I can.
Okay, I'm just making sure we're sharing the sound.
Hello, Hello, friends. Today we're going to explain how we calculate the area or surface of a circle. Many of you are asking yourselves, what is it and what is it for? A circle is a plane figure whose boundaries are a circumference.
So you may want to write these down as notes so that you know what it is, because it's tricky.
Gotcha.
I mean, and even for somebody for me, like that's done math for years, I even need refreshers on it every year. So, there's so many things with math that we have to learn these days. Area of a circle. Not very many people use this unless you're a physicist or a meteorologist or some type of protractor person learning how to do circles.
Inside the circumference. First off, let's recap some parts of the circle. Here is inside the circumference. First off, let's recap some parts of the circle. Here is the center, and this is the radius. To find the area of the circle, we multiply pi by the radius squared, meaning we multiply pi by the radius that is multiplied by itself. Also remember that for every circumference in the world, number pi is represented by the Greek letter pi. And it's an infinite number, 3.1415958589799323.
So ignore the rest of those numbers and just assume it's 3.14.
Yeah. Times 24
I
in
don't
this
even know
case.
why they would create a number like that when you would just want to round it off to either the first number after the decimal or the second number after the decimal. Okay, are we good so far?
Yes, sir.
All right.
3, 8, 4, the digits go on and on. In everyday life, this number is shortened to 3.14 to express it in a simple way. Let's practice. The radius of this circle is 6 inches. To find the area of the circle, we should multiply pi by the radius squared. In other words, multiply it by itself. Then we should multiply the result by pi. This means that 6 squared equals 36. And if we multiply 36 by 3.14, we would get 113.04. That's it. The area of the circle equals 113.04 square inches. This means that 113.04 squares measure the area.
Okay. Pause the video real quick.
Yep, I was about ready to. I did it too late, though. Sorry about that.
No worries. If that's the case, then 4 times 2 plus 1.
So basically, what they're doing is it's 3.14, which is the radius, then times 6 times 6, and then it's 36. They always put in one number, or you could keep it 6 to the second power.
If that's the case, then 3.14 times times 1 is 6 and 8. 6 times 3. Okay.
Should I go to the next part? Like,
Yes, sir. Sorry.
no problem.
It's very important to know how to measure the area of the circle. Let's look at an example. Anna wants to buy some fabric to make a new tablecloth. The table is round and its radius measures 50 inches. How much fabric will she need for the table? To find out, we should calculate the area of this round table. Remember that we should square the radius. In other words, multiply it by itself, and then multiply the result by pi. Let's see. 50 squared equals 2,500. And 2,500 multiplied by 3.14 is 7,850.
See, it's basically the same process. If one side is 50, then you're going to multiply that side by 50. And it'll be 2,500. And then the radius is 3.14, and you times it by that. So the more you do it, it's more like kind of like driving a car. Learn how to parallel parks and stop and go, or how to use your like a computer or even a TV for the first time. You're just trying to get yourself familiar with using it.
That's the case. Okay. Could you keep that up for a second?
Sure, yeah, as much time as you need. Take as much time as you need. I don't want you to feel like you're being rushed.
Gotcha. Thank you.
Yeah, no issues at all.
$16. I guess I'm just trying to see how they're. Okay, so multiply the number by itself because it's pi squared. I did that. And it's 576. 24 times 24 is 576. And then I did that times pi. Is that what they did? Yep. That's what they did. All right. I don't know if this is right, but I did what they did, and I got 1,800. I got 1,808.64.
No, if you look at the screen there, okay, so 50's on one side, 50 inches. So you're taking 50 inches times 50 inches. It's 50 to the second power. 50 times 50 is 2,500 right here. 3.14, and it gives you 7850. That's how you have to do it.
Could you go back to our problem, the problem we were working on?
Yes, absolutely. See if I can get it back there.
I meant like the one that I have to answer.
Oh, you want, okay. You want me
Yeah.
to do that one right now? Okay,
Yeah.
1 second.
No worries, sorry.
There we go. There we go.
Okay, so if I'm doing it like them, like they did it, it's pi, which is 3.14, the 159, that whole number, but it's just it's 3.14. That's it, right?
Yes, it should be. Yes.
Okay, but the area of the circle is 24. Okay, so the formula is 3.14 squared. Okay, so that means we do 24 times 24, which I got 576.
Yeah, that's a different process. What you're looking for there is the whole complete area of the circle. This one is what is the radius? There's one part of the radius missing.
Okay, so I guess continue to the video until they tell me how to do the radius. So that's how to find the area.
Yes.
So I need to know how to find the radius of the
Okay,
circle.
hold on 1 second.
No worries.
We can gladly do that. That's not an issue.
No, that's good that I know the how to find the area now though. It's 3.14 squared is the formula.
Oh, here we go. This guy is really good right here.
Is it hard for you to trade with your 9-to-5 job? Because last year I made over 6 figures without even looking at the charts. Alec.
Welcome to Math with Mr. J. In this video, I'm going to cover how to find the length of the radius of a circle given the length of the diameter. Now, the diameter of a circle is a line segment that connects 2 points on a circle, and it has to go through the center. So a diameter goes all the way. Welcome to Math with Mr. J. In this video, I'm going to cover how to find the length of the radius of a circle given the length of the diameter. Now, the diameter of a circle is a line segment that connects 2 points on a circle, and it has to go through the center. So a diameter goes all the way across a circle, so to speak, and cuts or divides a circle in half, so 2 equal pieces. The radius goes from the center to a point on the circle, so the distance from the center to any point on the circle. This means that the radius is exactly half of the diameter. All we need to do is divide our given diameter by 2 to get the radius. Let's jump into our examples, starting with number 1, where we have a given diameter of 8 feet. So again, we take our diameter and divide it by 2 to get the radius. So radius equals, well, our given diameter is 8 feet, and we divide that by 2. So that gives us a radius of 4 feet. So I'll write that up top as well. Radius for number 1 equals 4 feet. So as far as our circle for number 1, we can go from the center of that circle to this point on the circle, and that's going to give us an example of a radius. And the radius for number 1, like we talked about, is 4 feet. Let's move on to number 2, where we have a given diameter of 33 meters. So our radius equals 33 divided by 2. 33 divided by 2 is 16 and a half, or 16 and 5/10 meters. So let me rewrite that up top. So we have 16 and a half meters. So of the radius, the distance from the center of the circle to any point on the circle, for example, right here, this is going to be 16 and a half meters. So 16 and a half meters, or 16.5 meters. So there you have it. There's how you find the radius of a circle given the diameter. Radius equals the diameter divided.
I'm going to keep this up there for you so you can see what's
I
going
think I got the formula. Could you go back to the problem for me one more time? The one that we were working on, I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. That's okay. It's not a problem.
So what they were saying in the video is how to find it is you do The area of the circle is given as 24 radius or 24 pi. What is the radius? The way they were saying is a circle, like a full circle, 365 degrees. But cut in half, it's divided into two parts. So then they said do 24 or the radius divided by 2. 24 divided by 2 is 12. But the only problem is I don't see that up there. So I think I might
You
might
have
have
to
done
find the
something.
closest relation between both those numbers on there and choose the best answer.
Say it again.
You have to choose the best answers between which one it is. If it was me, I mean, both of them, it looks like, I don't know why A would even be an answer. It would either be B, C, or D, process of elimination.
I'm gonna stick with C.
Okay.
It didn't even show it. It's funny.
Yeah, it'll go through all the problems. Some of them you get right, and then, like, if you got it wrong, it might try to do it again, but it's just reminding you how to do it. Like this one right here, you just had this earlier.
Yeah,
So you have another chance to answer.
but now I know something I didn't before, which is how to find area. So
Okay, good.
all right. Parallelogram is the sideways. Okay, I think I know how to do. The height of it is 1.2. Uh, is it C 3.6? Why isn't it showing me? I want to know if I got it
Because it's
right.
choosing and picking which ones it wants to show. And it'll eventually show it at the end.
Gotcha.
So you have a rectangle. A given rectangle has an area of 24 square feet. Which of the following cannot be one of the side of its side lengths?
Be given. All right, let me just draw it.
8, 10, 8 or 10, or is it just all the above can be a side length?
A side length. What do you mean by that?
A side length means the top, the bottom, the left, and the right of the rectangle. The top's the side, the right's the side, the left's the side, the bottom's the side.
Then I'm gonna say, probably D because they can all be.
They can all be the same length.
I mean, actually, I mean they. I mean, I think so, but like the only reason it wouldn't make sense is because the sides of a rectangle are shorter than the tops. So
Yeah, that's a possibility. In some cases, that might be true.
I'm just gonna stick with D, and if I get it wrong, then my second guess would be 4. Base of a right triangle is 1 foot, and the interior angle is 4. Gosh, the base of a right triangle. This is a right triangle, right? Can you see my screen or that?
Yeah,
That is.
yeah.
Base of 1 foot. The interior angle. 32. Is 36. 9 times 4 is 36. 9 times 1 is 9. 10 times 11, 12. 9 times. Eight. Is it B?
We're going with D, right?
Yeah.
Nope, it's a half. This is why. If you draw out this triangle, you'll see that the right isosceles triangle with 2 equal sides of 1 foot. This means that the 1 foot and the height of is 1 foot. Using the formula area of triangles, half base times width, well, no, height, excuse me, half times base times height, we find the area is 0.5 feet squared because it's 45, 45, 90. It's half of that. It has to come down. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
45, 45, and then half of 90 is 45. It has to even itself out. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does.
Oh, wait, here we go. You know what? Actually, let's go over here real quick. So if you look over here, you got number 2, number 7, and number 8 correct. You got
Dang, all I got correct.
3 out of 9.
not very good.
It's a work in progress.
Yeah, I'm not really good with geometry either. So,
This will be on the test, but the thing is, if you can make up the other parts for the test. So what we're going to do is we're going to do your request at about 5:50. We'll go through the ones that you got wrong and review that, and then we'll switch over to the reading part,
gotcha.
the paragraph comprehension.
I'm having to put my device on the charger.
No
right.
problem. Just take your time.
All right, a medium pizza has a diameter of 14. I'm just gonna go with a guess. I'm gonna go with B.
D.
Yeah, B. Like as in
B.
boy.
B is boy, right?
Yes, boy.
Okay, let me go back up here because it marks it up here. See if you got that one right.
Nope.
Doesn't look like it. Okay.
Sucks. I'll get up this at all.
What's this again?
Third again?
I'm asking what you said. I thought you said something.
Oh no, I was just saying I'm not good at this at all because I'm just not
Yeah,
understanding.
that's why you have me as the tutor to help you. That's why don't panic. Okay. I'm asking you to just try to do it. If you can't, then we'll do a video on it. Are the videos helping you once you see what you need to do?
I mean, yeah.
Okay. So do you know how to find the circumference of a circle that's 20 centimeters?
Let me try real quick.
Okay, you know what? Let's do this. I think you're gonna need to learn how.
Yeah.
Okay. 2, 5. Here we go. This guy's really, really good.
Building your online business? Go to Wix.com and set up your store on a single integrated.
Welcome to Math with Mr. J. In this video, we're going to discuss circumference, and circumference is the distance around a circle. And as you can see at the top of your screen in white, we have two formulas we can use. We can use 2 times pi times r, which that r stands for radius, or we can do pi times d, and that d stands for diameter. And again, circumference is the distance around the outside of a circle. so the perimeter of a circle. And as you can see on your screen, we have 4 problems. So we're going to find the circumference for those 4 circles. Now I want to back up a second here to the formulas, and we have this little symbol we mentioned that's the symbol for pi. Now pi is the ratio of the circumference of a circle to its diameter. I'm just going to leave it at that. I'm not going to get into further detail about pi. There's great articles and websites and YouTube videos that you can learn more about pi, but for now we're just going to focus on calculating circumference. Now pi is a very long decimal, so there should be a button on your calculator that you can use to calculate circumference as we're going through these problems. Or it is common, since pi is a very long decimal, some people use the rounded shortened version of 3 14/100. Again, it's typical and common to use that, or use the button on a calculator. So let's get back to circumference here, and like I mentioned earlier, we have 4 circles or 4 problems on your screen that we are going to find the circumference for, so let's jump right in to number 1. So for number 1 here, we have a circle with a radius of 6 inches. And the first thing we want to do, it's always good habit to write out your formula first. So we have circumference equals 2 times pi, and we are given the radius, so I'm going to use the radius formula. Then
So what was the
plug in our
equation for
radius.
the
So
other
2 times pi times our radius.
What's this again?
What was the equation for the other one, so I could try to like solve it as he's doing his?
Yeah, that's the equation right there.
No, I'm saying for the one I'm supposed to be working on, like the one I don't, the one that I'm answering.
Okay, so number 1 has a 6. 6 is the radius. 2 is always in there. C is circumference. The radius is in the middle. That's right
I
here.
meant like I meant like my problem, like the one I'm have to answer A, B, C, or D. Like
Okay, hold it.
yeah, that one. Thank you.
Okay, is that better?
Yes, sir. Circumference is 20. What is the approximate radius of a circle?
Oh, what is going on here?
Circumference of this.
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, sir.
I understand what's going on with it. I just turned off the volume for no reason. I apologize about that. I don't know what's going on with that.
All good. Circumference is 20. What is the approximate radius of the circle? Okay, we can go back to the video. I just needed to know what so I could solve it with him.
All right.
Radius of 6. Then we calculate. And once we punch it in to our calculator, we should get 37. And you're going to get a pretty long decimal there, so I rounded to the hundredths place, 70 hundredths. And our unit of measure is inches. Now, one thing I do want to mention, you can use either of these formulas, 2 pi r or pi d, for any problem. Because if you're given a radius, you can find the diameter. You just double the radius, right? It's 6 inches halfway across this circle, so all the way across, the diameter would be 12 inches. So you could do pi times 12, and it would give you that same answer. Or if you're given a diameter, you can have it, cut it in half, and you would have the radius, and you could use the 2 pi r. So both formulas are essentially the same thing, just depends if you use the radius or diameter. So let's go to number 2 here. Circumference equals, they give us the diameter, so let's use pi times diameter. Next step, let's plug in. We have pi times a diameter of 10 centimeters. Then we calculate, and we get an answer of 31 and 46/100 centimeters. Again, this one gave a long decimal, so I rounded to the hundredths place. Number 3, we are given the diameter, so let's use circumference equals pi d, or pi times diameter. We'll plug in the diameter, so pi times 15, and then calculate, and we get an answer of 47 and 12/100, and this is feet. Again, just to recap, circumference is the distance around a circle, so the perimeter. So if I were to trace or go around, I'm not drawing a perfect circle here, but go around that circle, it's the distance around, would be 47 and 12/100 feet. Number 4, let's start with the formula.
I got it.
So circumference equals 2.
All right, let me do one other thing here. Let me stop this. I got to stop the recording because the recording can only be an hour.